Welcome back. Are you ready to see how FieldTrip Pro makes the life of a busy parent just a little less stressful? You've come to the right place. The field trip has been approved by the school and any fees are set up in your school's fee system. FieldTrip Pro now reaches out by email to all guardians of the students invited on the trip. We'll show you the view that most guardians may have of this, their smartphone. On the next screen, you will see a standard modern smartphone with the email received by the guardian of Michael, one of the kids invited on this trip to the bakery. With a single tap, Michael's guardian opens the secure consent form and is presented with a simple form designed to make this as painless as possible. Michael's guardian can be confident that with FieldTrip Pro's advanced security, they are the only person that will be providing important consent and medical information to the school for this trip. Notice that only fields that are necessary are offered to the guardian, and the best part, once they've approved Michael to go on one trip, all future trips will have Michael's medical information pre-filled onto the form, requiring only a review of existing answers to adjust what might have changed. Unfortunately, I've personally seen news articles where kids on field trips were injured because of incorrect or poorly understood medicine dosage information. Because Michael's guardian answered yes to questions about having medication, FieldTrip Pro requires the important specifics of the medicine needed. Moving through the form, we find common entries for emergency contacts, which in paper processes can so easily be lost or written poorly. Michael's guardian is now confident that their correct contact information is provided. All the paper forms for risks and hazards can be compiled into this section, eliminating multiple forms where student information has to be entered more than once. All necessary consent questions can be checked off here and signed with a single electronic signature. And that's it. Gone are the days of consent forms trying to be passed off on paper napkins, unclear medical answers from unrecognizable writing, many pages of paper with so much duplication of information, lost forms and miscommunications, all replaced by a single form that can be filled out in as little as seconds. Principals and superintendents can also sleep better at night, knowing the kids they care about have a clear consent from the guardians and trustworthy medical information. But wait, what about those guardians who don't have easy access to technology? Are they to be left behind? Absolutely not. Let's put on our principal or school admin staff hat for just a minute. Principals and admin staff at the school have access to copies of every consent form sent out and can print a paper copy to provide to those guardians. Note that despite the fact that it's still paper, the guardian is still getting the benefit of a single form and no duplication of data. The guardian provides the consent form back to their school, and admin staff scan in the form and store it in the student's trip folder. FieldTrip Pro will recognize the manual form and store it as a valid consent form on the trip and display that on the teacher dashboard. Finally, you can even use this function for handling those exceptions where parents need to provide custom documents for medical direction. Store the documents this way in the student folder, and they will be included in the medical package for the teacher, which we will show in the next video.